Hey everybody, what is up? It is Dunbar Snack Bar. Of course, we got some MLB 13 this show coming your way. ALCS Game 1. The Oakland A's and the Boston Red Sox. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of torn. And this is like every single time that I go up against the Oakland A's. Because if you guys don't know, the A's are like my favorite team. And so I don't get a chance to be able to play as them too much because I haven't done a franchise as them at all. I mean, I played a few games when I first started out here in MLB 2K10. But that was really it. Haven't done a series with them, so I get excited whenever I get a chance to play them. Now, I beat them, I think, every single time that I've had to play them, too. But I don't know. I mean, this is a little bit different because I don't have full control of the team. So I didn't have to pitch another game against the Blue Jays in the ALDS because we ended up winning that one here. It was a pretty good one too. I think we went 3-1 in that series. So we want to make sure we start off on the right foot here against Oakland because now we've reached, of course, we're best of 7. So there's almost no way that we could go throughout all of this without Kevin Millar pitching again unless we go ahead and we sweep the A's, which I don't anticipate happening, but Yoenis Cespedes up at the plate. I don't know, I mean, it might happen, but the A's beat the Tigers, and the Tigers, I thought they were going to be the team that advances, because as far as the two teams go, I'm always going to give the advantage to the Tigers. As much as I love my A's, I got to be fair. I got to make a good look at stuff. But. All right, Cespedes, swing at this. Thank you for that one. All right, so the 12-6 curve comes through again. I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have that. That 12-6 curve has been huge for me. So thanks, you guys, for being the ones who decided to get that. So while I am, of course, in the postseason, and I get the advantage of having 2 times the amount of points that I get whenever something happens. Like if I strike somebody out, if I would have gotten like 20 points now, I get 40, stuff like that. I'm going to be using those points to kind of make me better here in some other aspects. But I think what I'm going to be doing is during spring training, I'm going to take everything that I get from there, and I'm going to use it to go ahead and get a cutter and improve on it. But I'll only be pitching just a few innings per game in spring training. So we'll see what ends up happening. Now, it's kind of cool that we're playing this right now here, with the whole postseason and everything because of what's going on in real life with the playoff picture really starting to take shape. So, of course, while I love all of baseball, the entire season, I mean, I get super excited, like, right at the beginning. Like, during spring training, I'm just like, yay, baseball's back. And, like, at the end where I think, you have some of the best games, I mean, I always get excited for the playoffs and stuff like that. So, really excited, though, to see that in the West, the A's are 3.5 games on top of Texas, at least when I've got ahead and done this video. So I don't know, I hope that we can hold it out, but it's really interesting just being able to read up on what's happening. It looks like a lot of the playoff picture has really been molded. I mean, the Central's getting crazy. But like you look in the National League West, of course, it's the Dodgers. And then the National League East, you have the Braves. Boston in the East of the American League, Detroit in the Central. The West, I don't know. I mean, like I said, Oakland's on top there, but still a lot of crazy stuff can happen. So I'm hoping I get to watch a ton of baseball during the postseason. Since I work late hours, I mean, I work 2 to 11. There's really not too much that I get a chance to be able to watch. And the stuff that I do watch is like on my cell phone, so it's not quite the same, but I've got like the Watch ESPN app, I've got MLB TV, stuff like that. But I know when it comes to like postseason play, there's a lot of stuff that you actually can't watch because of like contracts and everything like that. So I don't know. Oh, we will see what takes a look at happening there. But Boston getting a couple runs here, so we're up 2-0. Wasn't able to get that ground ball, but the throw over to first will be in time. So Millar, well, he's going to get out of that inning here. Boston adding a couple more runs here, so we've got a 4-0 lead. So I'm feeling pretty confident. I mean, I really think that if the A's would have been able to do anything against me, I mean, they would have hopped on this right now, or at least earlier in the game. Now, that would be crazy if I could go ahead and get a complete game shutout in the postseason. The amount of training points that I would get, my gosh, that would be crazy. All right, going to try and throw this one high and inside. The four-seam fastball, swing and a miss. Moss goes down. All right, so we're still trucking along here with Kevin Millar. That one on the ground. I'm glad I didn't charge that one. That's the thing I should be working on too. I mean, when I get all my pitching done, I've got to go with fielding and speed because it is so bad. Now, I don't think I've like thrown an error or anything like that, but I know I have like a major problem running from the mound over to first and beating out just about any runner. That's not good at all. So I might have to work on that here too. I don't know, but when I get my pitches figured out and all that stuff, we'll be good. All right, so 12-6 curve drops way too far. Not where I wanted that one to be, but that's okay. My confidence ridiculously high, as well as my confidence in the individual pitches, because I keep getting Ks like that, forcing some great ground balls. So in the 6th inning, this one's going to pop up here into left field. Really no problem for the catch. Now, I do get kind of worried when I'm starting to see pop-ups like that. It means that they're doing a great job of being able to figure out that I'm going to be throwing the ball probably pretty low. There's another one that goes high. I'm going to go ahead and make the catch. You know what? Why not? It'll probably help out with my training just a little bit. But, oh, come on, man. What's that about? You got to run into me? You gots to run into me? All right. Knuckleball, I've been absolutely surprised with here for this game. I mean, it tends to be off and on. That's the thing about being a knuckleball pitcher. You're going to have a lot of inconsistency on your day-to-day experiences. And, of course, with just the knuckleball in general. I think I already mentioned this once, but there's a really, really cool documentary on Netflix about knuckleballers. It features Tim Wakefield and R.A. Dickey, and just like how tough it is to be like a knuckleball pitcher. Not from the sense of throwing the pitch, because don't get me wrong, I mean, that is tough, but they kind of mention just like how difficult it is for them and their managers. Just knowing how inconsistent that they're going to be, and you don't know what it's going to be like whenever they come out on the mound. Now, you know, sometimes you'll have seasons that tend to be a lot greater, like those with R.A. Dickey. But there were just some times where, you know, even Tim Wakefield, who I consider, you know, to be the master of the knuckleball, at least in my time, you know, he had some pretty bad streaks going too. But all in all, I mean, both of these guys have proved that the knuckleball is a great pitch. Ah, dang it. Not going to be in time. I've always thought, I'm like, what if I learned how to throw a knuckleball? I wonder if I could ever get into baseball with something like that. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But maybe it's something I should teach Hiram. Get him a little bit of a boost with some pitching. If he knew how to throw a knuckleball, that'd be really cool. All right, top of 7 now. The score is 7-0. We've got 2 outs. Runner on first. Knuckleball severely declined here in this inning. And that one, well, it's going to go over the monster. So a home run. The A's getting 2 runs now. So there goes my complete game shutout. That one goes on over to first. Why can't you apply the tag? What the heck was that? So we basically just gave him a free base. I don't know how you miss a tag like that. But that one's going to be on the ground. Bad throw by me. So in the dirt. Runner advances to second. 1-2 count. And now I'm hitting people. I am hitting other players. Well, this is not pretty at all. I honestly think he could have gotten out of the way of that one a little bit quicker because it hits him. And then it's like, oh, never mind. I'll try to jump now. You would have known. You would have known. Even if you didn't know it was a curveball, still could have gotten out of the way. 2-2 count. Oh, man. Another home run by the A's. Talk about a 2-out rally right here. We were up 7-0. Now we're up 7-5. Let's just hope we don't have another 10-run inning like the A's had against the Twins. All right, so there is the final out here of the 7th inning. The question is whether or not we will be seeing Kevin Millar stay in this one. I'm anticipating no. All right, so now we got to sit back, relax, find out what the outcome of this game is going to be. Because, yep, I did get pulled. So Andrew Bailey is in here in inning number 8. We saw something pretty similar here in the ALDS. Now Stephen Drew is in. So we've got a run. Now we've got 2 more. So we're back to 10-5. I'm pretty confident, though. We'll be able to get out of this one, and Kevin Millar will get a post-season win. Wait, Andrew Bailey stayed in the whole time. What am I talking about? I am so tired right now, you guys. I totally read that wrong. My bad. At least I caught it now. All right, anyway, so we end up winning here. 10-5. We may have one more game, so you guys are going to have to come back and take a look and see what ends up happening. But you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Thanks again for watching, and as always, I hope you guys have a good one.